behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Mash TV. Palm Mash TV.
Well, hello there, it's Paul Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. Another great interview is coming up shortly. But don't forget about that subscribe and bell buttons below you there. And anytime you do that, you'll always be notified of any new episodes. And leave a comment on the comment section if you like. And check the description section of this interview. It's going to have contact info for you. And we'll also repeat that same contact info for you at the closing credits at the end of the show. So we hope you'll stay tuned for that. From Nashville, Tennessee today, we have Chuck Jeter today, a very awesome artist, obviously. And he's got a great song. I think you're going to like it. And we'll get to that interview in just a second as it starts right now. All right, here we are with the interview. And with us from Nashville, Tennessee, we have Chuck Jeter with us today. Thanks for joining us, Chuck.
Absolutely, Paul. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. We're glad to have you here. Well, tell us a little bit about your story, about how you started. I mean, I'm sure you always wanted to be an artist when you were a kid. Maybe you always loved music when you were a kid. I mean, tell us in your own words. We would love to hear it.
Sure. Well, I started playing guitar when I was about 7 years old, or should I say, I started annoying my sister when I was 7 years old. She was the one who had the guitar, and I I would listen to her take lessons, and then afterwards I'd pick up the guitar and try to mimic what I heard. And so I've been playing since I was about seven, and various stages over my life, and really started writing songs in college when I was 20, and just continued to do that over the years, and just I really enjoyed the whole creative process and telling of a story, and communicating an emotion through 3.5 minutes of two verses, a chorus, and a bridge. It's a nice challenge.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, and that is a great story too. I hope you have many years ahead of you. Well, tell us about some of the influences you had. I mean, everybody has their influences. We want to hear yours.
Sure. Well, I grew up in Memphis, Tennessee, and back in I'm 55, so when I was growing up, it was the 80s, so it was I think a great era for music. So I love listening to like the Led Zeppelins and the Doobie Brothers and all the all the Southern rock stuff, and just really I just enjoy music. I enjoy I enjoy a very good groove-based music, and it's something that tells a story, and really gets the emotion going. So, just over the years, I love all kinds of styles, but I still kind of go back to that classic kind of a rock vibe and groove-based music, really.
Oh, okay. Those are great bands, by the way. The Doobie Brothers, and you said the Led Zeppelins, things like that. Yeah, they were always great. Legends for sure.
Yeah.
And Michael McDonald is still doing his thing. And
Yep.
Well, tell us a little bit how we can find your music. I mean, I'm sure it's on all streaming platforms, but maybe you could tell us about social media, official websites, and so forth like that as well.
Sure. Yeah. We're on the Spotify. All the typical streaming sites, and this song, the song that we released, "Never Give Up," is one that really I think is a very timely one. I mean, it's a song that really tries to encourage folks. Pardon me. There's my timer to remind me of the interview. It's a song that encourages people not to give up hope. I think right now there's I think people are just emotionally worn out, spiritually worn out, just weary, and this is a song that really encourages that, because part of my story. I mean, I'm 55 years old, and I went through a season where I really was trying to get the record deal back in my 30s, and it didn't really happen. But I never stopped committing to a creative process. And even if that meant, transitioning sometimes from writing a song to writing a policy manual at work, I believe that if you commit to a creative process, My faith is I believe God gave me that creative ability, and I have to do that. And I just, I just want to encourage people not to give up on their hopes and dreams. If you've got life and breath in you, you've got hope. And the journey may take longer than you think, but it's okay. If it takes longer, that's fine. Just keep moving forward, keep one foot in front of the other. And as a creative person, I mean, I'm in Nashville. There's so many songwriters and singers and musicians that are more talent than I have. And they come here and sometimes they get frustrated and discouraged. And give up on a dream. And I just say, don't give up hope on those things. Keep plugging away. Who knows? At 55 years old, you have a song charting, and that's what we've been able to accomplish with that. We got the reports out. I think we're number 21 on the worldwide indie chart, and it's just, I mean, it's just a wonderful, fun experience to be able to create something that resonates. And that's just what I feel like God's called me to do, is to continue to be creative, no matter what field it's in, whether it's in music or real estate, or if you're an attorney, whatever. Just continue to be creative and approach the mundane things in life with a sense of majesty. And you can find that writing a policy manual can be as cool as writing a song if you're doing it with an intention of communicating something. And that's what I love doing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, everybody go out there to those streaming sites he mentioned and check out his music. And that was going to be my next question: explain your song here, but I guess you answered it for me. But that's but yeah, it is a great song. Never Give Up, and we'll be watching that in just a second. But Chuck, we want to thank you so much for being on the show today. We'd love to have you back again sometime if you have anything new to plug for us.
That'd be great, Paul. I'd love to.
Okay, well, here it is, Never Give Up by Chuck Jeter, and it begins right now.
Come on now. Woo! Listen up. So tries hit you harder than you planned, and now you're questioning and wondering if you're still in God's hands. Well, let me tell you that you're not alone. But I've been down that road a time or two, and it chilled me to the bone. Ain't it funny how the fire of God can make you feel so cold? But it's burning the impurities out in your soul. He's gotta melt the metal, he's gotta pound it to an edge, and then that sword of yours can cut a sledge, a hammer that is on. Your losses in the run. But I tell you, I've been through the heat of the flame, and through losing all I gained. Oh, so never give up and never give in. You just keep on keeping on, baby, and you make it to the end. So fight the good fight, be faithful, and then you'll see the finish line. Looking at him, if you never give in, never be free. I know the pain and I know the tears, but I've been down to that lonely place where there's nothing but fear. You really wanna follow God, you got a heart that's true, but I know He wants to use someone just like you. So don't you fret, worry, wind it down. My Jesus will pull you up out of them flames. Yes, your grip is starting to slip and it's hard to hold on. You think it'd be easy to move on beyond, but if you wait upon the Lord, a crown of life will be your reward. Oh, so never give up and never